James! James! Don't you dare touch my mum! James! I had to get to my mum's ASAP without Alice or anyone knowing. As we arrived at the airport to meet Edward, I was trying to find a way to escape before Edward arrives. Alice still hadn't seen me in the rooms with James until I had made the decision to meet him there. Every inch I moved to my seat was followed by a quick glance at the corner of their eyes. Should I run? Would they make me stop in this public place, or would they just follow? As the minutes grew closer to Edward's arrival, I think I'll email Alice. Do you mind if Jasper comes instead? I feel a little... The first few airport cafes I had a lack of interest. The sign above me grabbed my attention. Level 3 ladies' room. I knew this was my only chance. Do you mind, Jasper? As I shut the door, I knew it was time to run. People stared at me as I didn't really know where I was going. I threw my hand in between the closing doors of a field elevator. I was squished. A guard! I slowed my movement, sidestepped my way undetected. Quick glances over my shoulder, as I knew Jasper would be my trailer soon. Along the crowded curb, had my head down towards the pavement. There was a bus in the corner. It was just about to pull away. I had no time. Wait! Most of the seats were empty, so I sat far from the other travellers as possible. I couldn't help imagining Edward, where he would stand at the end of the road, at the end of my stairs. I told myself there was no need to be afraid. So I jumped out the bus. I moved swiftly into a cab. Griffin Street, Phoenix, Arizona. I shoved 4 20s into the cabby's face, hoping that would be enough, as Mum's house was a far way off. I shut my eyes. I was at the airport. Edward was there. The cabman announced my arrival and broke me away from my vision. I jumped out the cab, ran to Mum's door, automatically reached up to grab the key. It was dark inside. I cautiously moved through to the room, to the kitchen to the phone. My hand stumbled across the keypad, my hand shaking. Is Mum okay? James! James! I ran from the room, through the door, into the baking heat. I felt so slow, like I was running through wet sand. The exertion of fear got into the best of me. I thought of my mother to keep my feet moving, one in front of the other. Ballet studio. As he went quiet, I totally turned around to see James. He was next to me within the blink of an eye. I definitely felt sick now as he bit into my wrist. Ah! 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 Oh! Help. Through the sickness and dizziness, I suddenly saw a dark shape coming towards me through the long tunnels of my eyes. Edward, as my eyes closed, I drifted.